Man, YouTube, what's happening, man? What's going on with y'all? We back in the whip. This time the whip is the Vic. We in the Crown Vic today, man. But man, I want to do this video real quick, man, and chop up some boxing with y'all, man. But I talk some boxing real quick, man. Try to make this video not too long, but if I gotta do a part 2, that's what it's getting ready to be. But what I want to talk about today, I want to talk about who is the GOAT of boxing. Preferably the heavyweight division. I'm gonna stick to just the heavyweight division with this topic right here, because that'll make it, a real long, drawn out video if we get to, comparing weight classes and things like that. Let's keep it to the heavyweights, right? Because it's a notion going around and a saying going around right now. You got a lot of people saying who's the greatest of all time and who's not the greatest. And I'm starting to hear a lot of people say Oleksandr Usyk is the greatest of all time in boxing. That's interesting. With a sport like boxing that has a real rich history, several 100-year history, maybe even 1,000-year history, maybe even longer than that. This may be the oldest sport that that's known to man. It's a sport of boxing. So with a rich history, you say somebody like Oleksandr Usyk is the greatest of all time. Let's talk about it. Because I actually like Oleksandr Usyk. I like Oleksandr Usyk. Shout out to him as well. He had a good weekend, man, this past weekend. Shutout performance of Daniel Dubois. He got Daniel Dubois out of there, man. Starch Daniel Dubois. I knew he was going to do that to Daniel Dubois for real. But yeah, he got Daniel Dubois up out the paint, man. So congratulations, man, to Oleksandr Usyk. I want to say now what he's a 2 or 3 time undisputed world champion. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Shout out to him, man. I can't take nothing from him. But I really want to respond to a video that I seen done by Boxing Fanatico. And I'm subscribed to Boxing Fanatico's channel. I subscribe to the brother based off his content he did on the video games. He's a fan of boxing, like I'm a fan of boxing. And that's what drew me to his channel, his boxing videos. He was doing some work with the Undisputed boxing game as well. I don't know if he's still working with them now. But yeah, man, you got a good channel, man. And I like Boxing Fanatico, man. Cool dude, man. Shout out to you, Boxing Fanatico. Especially for you to, get me to want to start making videos, man. I don't really make content like that. But I've been in a lot of these boxing spaces for years. I just don't make videos, that's all. But I found this conversation real interesting, and I want to make a video about it. So I actually took some notes with this one because I wanted to do a good video, and I didn't want to just get on here talking off of emotion. I wanted to really speak some facts, throw some numbers out there, and let's talk about it. Because I was told that Oleksandr Usyk is the greatest of all time, any weight class, any era, no matter who it is, they ain't fooling with Oleksandr Usyk. This is what I'm hearing. And like I said, man, I'm gonna keep it to the heavyweights, man. Because he also made Boxing Fanatico also made a comparison, and he used specifically Muhammad Ali as an example. So with this video, I'm just going to keep it to Muhammad Ali. Because I'm personally, man, I can sit here and name. I'm going to keep it 100 with you, man. I could probably name about a good 20 heavyweights that I would put above Oleksandr Usyk. Ain't no smut on him. You know, I ain't trying to shit on the man. You know, I like what he's done in boxing. He's well accomplished, well decorated fighter. You know, I can't take that away from that man. He's a decorated fighter, man. He's going down in the history books no matter what I say. End of the day, all the history books is going to tell you is that is what he's done. But today, well, tonight, we're going to put it in the context. You know? We going to put it in the context. Because people can say what they want. Everybody has an opinion. And when I think about opinions, yeah, you got an opinion, but I feel like certain opinions can only be respected if you got some facts to back it up. Certain opinions got to be backed up by facts. You can't just come off the hip saying whatever you want to say and just say, well, it's my opinion. Nah. You got to have some facts with that, bro. Okay? So, let's get into it, man. We got Oleksandr Usyk from the Ukraine. He's a Ukrainian fighter, you know, European descent. And we gonna match him up against Muhammad Ali. So we got a 12-year career. Usyk has been a pro 12 years. I believe, since 2013? And to this current day, he's still active. And then you have Muhammad Ali with a 21-year career from 1960 to 1981. Okay? So, in Usyk's 12-year pro career, Usyk is 24-0 as a pro, never lost a fight, has yet to be defeated. 15 wins by knockout. Olympic gold medalist, 2012 Olympics. Plus a plethora of other amateur amateur wins, you know what I mean? Major amateur wins at different tournaments and, you know, lots of different prestigious amateur awards. He's a real decorated amateur. Say he has 300-something wins. That's impressive, man. I don't care who you are. That is impressive. And other hand, we have Muhammad Ali, 21-year pro, 56 wins, 5 losses, 37 wins coming by knockout. Olympic gold medalist in the 1960 Olympics. Plus he has other prestigious amateur accomplishments himself, you know, amateur tournaments, golden gloves, you know, nationals, regionals, you know, state championships. You know, you can go look all this up in the history books about Muhammad Ali's amateur career, just as well as Oleksandr Usyk. I am considering both of their amateur careers when it comes to this, but, you know, we're really just talking about pro, but we are going to consider what they've done in the amateurs. That does matter. So, you have Muhammad Ali, who has faced, what I got on this paper, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I'm wrong with any of the numbers that I'm throwing out here, y'all, in the comments section, please feel free to correct me. I stand corrected if I say something wrong. So I got it down here, did my little research, man. Muhammad Ali has beat, or if not beat, he has faced around 12 to 13 world champions. Oleksandr Usyk has fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 world champions. Oleksandr Usyk is undefeated, so all of those 8 or 9 world champions, he has beaten them. Muhammad Ali, all the world champions he has fought, a couple of them beat him. Some of those was rematches, and he went on to beat them as well. But out of the world champions that both of them has beat, I gathered the top 5 or 6. I'm not going to name every world champion and compare them. This is what we're doing. We're doing a comparison, because the achievements of a fighter, or the achievements of anybody, you can't take those achievements away, and you got to give them credit for their achievements. But when you're trying to figure out who is the better between the two, which is really still an opinion, but we talking boxing. Boxing is a sport that's it's a what have you done for me lately type of sport, but at the same time, it's about who you got those accomplishments against. Yeah, you have those accomplishments, but who did you accomplish those great things against? And when we had these conversations, man, that's the bottom line right there. Okay? So I got the top 6, 5 or 6 for Oleksandr Usyk. So we got Daniel Dubois, Tyson Fury, AJ, which is Anthony Joshua, Tony Bellew, Marco Huck, and I got Maris Britis, who is a 3-time world champion. Okay. So then we got, on Muhammad Ali's end, we got Joe Frazier, we got Larry Holmes, we got George Foreman, who's a 2-time world champion and holds the record of being the oldest heavyweight world champion. We got Ken Norton, we got Sonny Liston, and we got Floyd Patterson, who held the record of being the youngest heavyweight champion before that record was broke by, drum roll, none other than Mike Tyson. Okay. So, if anybody knows anything about some boxing, come on, man. Come on, man. We're going to keep this funky, homie. These 6 that Muhammad Ali got on his resume, these top 6 versus this top 6 that Usyk got, man, come on, man. Now, I ain't going, I can't shit on these guys that Usyk has beat. Shit, I can't beat none of them. You know what I'm saying? All these dudes been to put a beating on, put a beating on me. So I ain't here to shit on these guys like they ain't nothing. These is some real dudes. But man, come on, man. We talking about Joe Frazier here, Larry Holmes, George Foreman, Ken Norton, Sonny Liston, and Floyd Patterson. Like I said, that's just those 6. That's just 6. Going to a couple rebuttals real quick. What that man saying? Boxing Fanatico, this man said, well, the guys that they consider better than Oleksandr Usyk, they were just famous. They weren't better. They were famous, not better. As if their fame wasn't a reflection of what they've done. You're not just getting famous, just to be famous. Because trust me, boxing fans, we don't care nothing about you. If you a bum, you a bum. And we're going to get you all the way out the paint. And we're going to let you know you a bum. You know what I'm saying? We ain't tripping. So, when you talk about they were famous, that's a slap in the face. So all because they were famous, people put them on their top 5 or top 10 greatest of all time when it comes to the heavyweight division? Okay. So Larry Holmes didn't almost break Rocky Marciano's record. Floyd Patterson wasn't the youngest heavyweight champion. You know what I'm saying? George Foreman wasn't the oldest heavyweight champion. These guys ain't never did nothing. I don't know what records, accomplishments, achievements that actually changed the sport of boxing that Daniel Dubois has. Fury, AJ, Bellew, Marco Huck, or Maris Britis. These guys got some wonderful achievements, man. These guys are decorated, man. Shout out to these guys, man. That's why I don't like having these type of conversations, because it'll force you to start, shitting on other fighters, man, and people who are actually, amazing, man. These are some good dudes, man. So my next rebuttal I want to go to, Usyk was in a Super 6 tournament that was forced. And he put emphasis on this. He put emphasis on the tournament was forced. So he was forced to fight the best. Again, who was in the tournament? Bottom line, yeah, they were the best. They were the best for what they had at that moment. They were the best then, at that time. Can't take nothing away from them. But I done went down Usyk's record. I got the top 5 or 6 right here on his list. So if these top 5 or 6 on this list wasn't the other 5, if some of these wasn't the other 5 that was in the Super 6 with him, who the hell did he beat in the Super 6 tournament? Do y'all see where I'm going here? We got to talk about this. Who has this man beat? And listen, I'm just talking about Muhammad Ali versus Usyk. I just want to stick to one fighter because that's who we used as an example. But he stood on business when he said he's the best ever. Okay. Best ever. You done beat about 8-9 world champions. I think they said Mayweather beat by what, 20-something world champion? Okay. He said something like, well, Oleksandr Usyk beat Tyson Fury, and everybody considered Tyson Fury a top 5 heavyweight of all time. Huh? Who in they cotton picking mind then sat there and told you Tyson Fury was a top 5 heavyweight of all time? You ain't never heard nobody say that. And if you heard somebody say that, it wasn't nobody saying that but somebody that's just giving their opinion, just like me and you giving it right now. Ain't nobody of no significance said that. You ain't seen nobody, no prestigious list, or, you know what I'm saying? nothing that's validated, nothing that's stamped. You ain't seeing no Ring magazine or no, Sports Illustrated or, ESPN top 10 list or, none of the, boxing historians. You ain't seen nobody who matters. You don't even, I've never even heard another fighter say that. Nobody thinks Tyson Fury is a top nothing. Tyson Fury the top. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. But come on, boxing fanatico. Don't do that, bro. You know goddamn well Tyson Fury ain't nobody's top of nothing. What's wrong with this guy? Now, I'm about to end this video real quick, but real quick I want to go over some stats. They have Oleksandr Usyk stated to be 6'3" in height, 78 inches in reach. Funny because Muhammad Ali is also 6'3", 78 inches in reach. These two were the same size. They were the same size. Now, I know, decades ago the heavyweights were smaller. You would see heavyweights, 190 pounds. It's just what the last I don't even know how long it's been since heavyweight division had to be 200 plus or 201 pounds plus or something like that. But I don't believe they both weigh. I don't believe they were similar in weight. I don't really have Ali's weight in front of me or Usyk's weight in front of me. But yeah, they were both similar in height, similar in reach. So with that being said, on Usyk's side, he's a very good, technically sound fighter. He throws good, straight punches. I like the way he throws his punches. You don't really see him throw too many hooks. And then when he throws his hooks are perfect. He throws perfect hooks at the right time. Other than that, it's all straights. It's all straights. And he be hitting motherfuckers down the pipe. I love watching Usyk fight. Good punch placement. Real good boxing IQ. You know what I mean? That Ukraine shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like a heavyweight Lomachenko. You know what I mean? Technically sound. And when it comes to Ali, excellent hand speed. To be that big and to have the hands, have hand speed of a, welterweight, hand speed of a middleweight. Man, listen. Great jab. Easily top 3 jab in the sport of boxing. Easily. Good chin. Muhammad Ali had a good chin on him. He had some whiskers on him. And he fought in an era that had killers. Do you understand me? Ain't no killers in this generation right now, man. Now it's the heavyweight division. All them dudes is big, so it don't take too much to hurt you. But man, them dudes ain't no killers, man. Ali fight motherfuckers like, Shavers and Lyle and, Foreman and Norton and Frazier. And like, man, come on, man, Liston. You know what I mean? I'm talking about killers. Do you hear me? Killers. Great footwork. Come on, man. It's like, I don't even know why I even have to explain any of this. If you're a boxing fan, if you know boxing, come on, man. Come on, man. And also, good boxing IQ. Okay? I feel like if we was to have, if we can get these guys, these two together in a ring, you know, fantasy matchup, this would be a good one. A good one. Okay? And I see, you know, Usyk being able to make the fight interesting. But, man, come on, man. That dude done got whitewashed, man. You know what I'm saying? That dude done got washed, man. For real. Washed. But, yeah, man. What else did I have down here? That was really all the notes I took, man. So, I just wanted to have this conversation, man. A healthy debate, though, man. So if y'all see this video, man, and y'all want to comment, feel free, man. Comment, share it, you know, send it to some of your other friends, people that y'all know like boxing. And, you know, just like a good debate, man. You know, I just want to chop it up, man. Just, you know, let's just keep it respectful, man. Y'all hit my comment section, man. Like and subscribe to my channel, man, if y'all feel like it, man. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, man, that's what I might start calling these little segments, man. Back in the whip, you know, just do some little videos from the whip, man. Chop it up with y'all while I'm sitting in the old school, man. But yeah, man, I'm out, man. Y'all get with me, man. Peace.